Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Elite Nurse Lifestyle, where we discuss all things fashion, most importantly, fragrances. And so guys, today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite everyday fragrances. I know my channel is usually geared towards niche fragrances, but I'm trying to give you some options. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my favorite everyday designer fragrances, right? And so these are a little bit more affordable, but most importantly, they bring impact. They give you that amazing smell for half the price, not even half, less than half. And so guys, I'm gonna start with one of my favorite everyday fragrances, and this is Woman by Ralph Lauren. A lot of people really don't speak about this fragrance, guys, but it is such a beautiful, elegant fragrance. Can be worn to the office even. It's just perfect for every day. It is a floral fragrance, and it has, for me, what I get most is like orange blossom, right? And so this fragrance, it starts out with pear, black currant, rhubarb, which is that note in Delina, as well as, I believe it's Clive Christian's #1 or the X. One of those fragrances has the rhubarb in it as well. The fragrance also has tuberose. There is Turkish rose, orange blossom, and the base notes has hazelnuts, sandalwood, and woodsy notes as well. And so it's sweet, but it's not overpowering or cloying because it has some sandalwood, a little bit of woodsy notes, which balances out the sweetness. And for me, this lasts about 4 or 5 hours on my skin. Guys, it's not going to be beast mode. You're not going to get like this huge sillage or anything like that, but these are just great for everyday fragrances. If you're going to the office, like I mentioned, it would be perfect. Also for Mother's Day, you know, if your mom has a birthday that's coming up, this would be absolutely perfect. It is Ralph Lauren Woman. And so my other fragrance is one of the more popular fragrances on fragrance channels, and it is none other than Mon Guerlain. And guys, I've told you before, I usually get like smaller bottles for my designer fragrances in particular because I have so many, but you can see I have an obsession with this fragrance. Like guys, you can't go wrong with this fragrance. Oh my god. Like if you wanted to buy a gift for someone, you know, and you didn't know which route to go, a woman, you know, a special person in your life, you didn't know which route to go with this, because there is no way, I cannot foresee anyone not liking this fragrance. It is absolutely fragrance. And it starts out with lavender. There is some bergamot, so it's kind of effervescent in the top. And then there's also some iris as well as jasmine. And in the base, there is sandalwood, coumarin, and Tahitian vanilla. This fragrance, guys, it is not like a beast mode fragrance. It lasts about 6 hours, I would say. And but when I tell you, every time I wear this fragrance, I get compliments. It's such a beautiful fragrance, guys. If you love jasmine, lavender, this is a must. And like I said, it's one of those fragrances that it's a safe blind buy. Definitely a safe blind buy for this fragrance. So Mon Guerlain by Guerlain is another great everyday scent. My other fragrance is a beautiful fragrance. It's Poudre by Narciso Rodriguez. And guys, this is one of my favorite designer fragrances. It is just absolutely stunning. I remember when it first came out and I was just like obsessed with the scent. Now I have the smaller bottle because, you know, I have so many fragrances, but I just still like to have it because of that sentimental reasons from me wearing it back then. But this is a floral fragrance, and it starts out with jasmine. I love the scent of jasmine, and it's got orange blossom. You know I'm obsessed with orange blossom anything, okay? And then it also has some Bulgarian rose. There's musk, as well as some patchouli, cedar, vetiver, and tonka. And guys, this is just, the composition in this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. I get anywhere 6 to 8 hours with this fragrance. I'm telling you, like, the projection is it has decent projection, decent sillage. And for a designer fragrance, honestly, I would have to say this is one of the designer masterpiece fragrances. And this fragrance, whenever I wear it, it's also another compliment getter. But for me, it's just a beautiful everyday scent. You know, going to the office, you know, if you're going to run errands, things like that, absolutely stunning fragrance. Get your nose on this. You will not be disappointed. Narciso Rodriguez, Poudre. My other fragrance, guys, is none other than Coco Mademoiselle from the House of Chanel. I don't like a ton of Chanel fragrances. I find them a little bit too mature, a little bit dated. But this one I definitely love. It is sweet. It is a great everyday scent. It starts out with mandarin orange. I don't know, maybe that's why I love it so much. I love, you know, mandarin orange in my fragrances. It also has some jasmine, another note that I'm obsessed with, rose. There is also musk that balances out all that sweetness, all that floral. It is just a well blended fragrance. A lot of people compare this fragrance to the House of Memo's Tamarindo. And there definitely are some similarities, but for me, it's two different fragrances. You get the similarities, but it's two different fragrances. And I just love this fragrance. I think it's great for an everyday fragrance, for the office, running errands, things like that. So this is another great option for everyday. Coco Mademoiselle. From the house. My other fragrance is Gucci Bloom, and this, guys, I absolutely love as an everyday scent because it has tuberose as well as jasmine, and those are some of my favorite fragrance notes. And so it's a floral fragrance, but it also dries down a little powdery. If you like powdery scents, this would be. And you also like the notes of jasmine and tuberose, I think this would be perfect. It also has Chinese honeysuckle, like I mentioned, jasmine and iris, which gives it that powdery scent. Great for running errands, going to the office. Perfect everyday scent. What more can I say? Gucci Bloom from the House of. My other fragrance, guys, is from Elie Saab, and it is the Royal Le Parfum. This is a flanker of the original Le Parfum from Elie Saab. This is also a great option, guys, but honestly, my favorite is the original. This one is a great fragrance, but it's just a little bit too sweet for me, and so, you know, I can't wear it as much. It just doesn't have the depth that I find with the original, but it is also a great fragrance. If you like gourmand fragrances, and you like your fragrances sweet, it just gets a little bit too cloying for me. Sometimes I get a headache with it just because it's so sweet. But if you like all those things, it is a great everyday fragrance. Elie Saab Le Parfum Royal. Beautiful fragrance. It has, it is a floral chypre, and it has mandarin in the top notes, as well as Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose. There's neroli. There is also bitter orange, as well as patchouli, sandalwood, amber, vanilla, and some milky notes. It's milky. It's lactonic. You get that in the fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful scent, guys. But for me, I don't like my fragrances so sweet. But if you like a gourmand scent, if that's one of your favorite categories of scent, this would be a stunning option. It's also a little sultry because of all those sweet notes that it has as well. But it's just, it's thick and it's sweet. But for me, I like my fragrances to be more balanced out with some musk, some woodsy, to not be so cloying. But great for everyday wear. I wear it if I'm going to the gym, running errands. You know, you can wear it to the office. Elie Saab Le Parfum Royal. My other fragrance is none other than Twilly d'Hermes. And guys, this is a beautiful fragrance. It's light, it's airy, effervescent, and it was, the nose for this fragrance was Christine Nagel. And this is absolutely one of those great compositions. I feel like it's one of those fragrances that you're always gonna have in your collection. It's just so unique. It's one of those fragrances where when I first smell it, I was like, wow, this is so different from anything else that I've smelled before. And it's because it starts out with that ginger note. There is ginger, there is white floral tuberose in the top, as well as sandalwood. There is also some spicy and woodsy notes that balances the floral notes out, and some citrus accord. And it is just an absolutely beautiful everyday fragrance. I love to wear this one to the gym because it's just so light and effervescent. I feel like it puts me in like a really, uplifting mood. And when I go to the gym, this is one of my favorite things to wear when I'm working out, because it just makes you feel like very, very happy. And so guys, if you haven't smelled this one before, get your nose on it. It's one of those that I feel like, I would always have in my collection. But I like to get the smaller bottle, because it's not one that I wear often. I wear it usually in the summer and springtime, and mostly like if I'm, whenever I'm going out to do errands or work out, something like that. But absolutely gorgeous scent, perfect for every day. Get your nose on this. So guys, that was it for my everyday fragrances. Let me know in the comments section which ones are your favorite, which ones you want to try if you haven't as yet. And stay tuned. Thanks for watching.